Greetings everyone. As usual, the webcam has decided to not work today. My fix for it also is not working, so we're just gonna forget about that and we're gonna have a look at what's up today. We are going to look at CTL. Let's have a look at the matchups. We have a ZVZ Powerhouse versus Danger Zone for map 1, and then Total Havoc, my boy, versus Dropping Bodies, PVT. Followed up by myself versus Sergeant Bonnie, a ZVP. Perch versus Schumann, which is of course Terran versus Zerk. And then Markin, who is now Spencer versus Befallen on map 5. Terran versus Protoss, and Pisosa versus Morgoth as ZVZ, and Secret versus Liquid Solo, which is of course the ace map. So we're actually going to start with game number 3. Game number 3, it's ZVP. Let's have a quick look at the map stats. ZVP, it's Automaton, and ZVP, yeah, it seems to be heavily Protoss favored here. You can see 40% of the Zergs won versus Protoss on this map, so please Blizzard, please fix. It's not acceptable. Okay, anyway, we're gonna be about hopping into that game very shortly as soon as I loaded it up. There we go. And we are starting. Loading in. Game number 3, which is our first game of today that we are going to cast. And let me just fix something real quick here. There we go. We have a nice scoreboard on top, so we don't need this one down here. And we're going to introduce our players. In the right side of the map of Automaton, it's the purple Protoss. Sergeant Bunny. Facing off versus me, myself, and I. The orange Zerg, who is Fizban. Now, I have prepared quite heartily for this matchup. I have seen my opponent go, in the match history, go early, aggressive Zealot play. So, I was aware of that and will prepare for that. Of course, if this hits you unawares, it's gonna be very, very brutal for your drones, so you might not want to do that. So actually, let's make some advertisement for the streaming tool that I use. I'm actually a Patreon for this guy called Pressure, and if you don't have it yet, get it here. I will post it in chat right now. Right about now. When I can find my chat window. Here we go. Go here. Get the tool. Show Pressure some love. He's doing great stuff here for us casters. Auto Match Grabber has been implemented now. I'm testing it right now and it's working fantastically. So please check him out and show him some love. He has really developed a cool little tool here. So as we can see, the Protoss is going aggressively into 2-gate opening. Actually not too aggressive. He could have probably dropped the gate first, so he decided to drop the core first. But a second gate is ready nonetheless, and Zealots are being made, or will be made shortly, to try and punish Fizban expanding. Of course, I'm not taking a third quite yet, because I see he has not taken his base. So, need to be careful there, right? You need to be careful. Though he will probably take his base shortly. One more gateway and the Twilight Council in the main here, out of sight from the Overlord. And another Overlord is checking for some proxy bullshit here, because that happens sometimes, you know. And it can hurt quite harshly as well, if you don't see it coming. Suddenly you have 4 Zealots in your main and you just fucking die. That's what happens. For those of you that watch this in YouTube, if I forget to put the link in the comments, look for StarCraft casting tool. You should find it on Google, I guess. Or PM me and I'll gladly give you the link, should I forget to put it in the description. So, we have some Lings and the Queen ready here. That should be very well enough to deal with any sort of harassment coming our way. We have 4 Zealots here waiting to be sent out to the map. Warpgate is moving in now, so we will probably have some more Zealots coming in. A shield battery and Zealot legs are on the way. There we go. Now we have 6 Zealots, which is enough to go pokey-poke at the Zerg's base. Roaches are here as well now, so I am well prepared, but I am behind in workers because I prepared so heavily. But I'm also up a base, so that should be okay for now, I guess. Creep spread is also nice. More creep spread up here in case there's some warp prison play coming in later. It's nice to see all of your base as a Zerg. And the duckling line is coming in here. Rob, my wife for hire. We are 6 Zealots, 7 Zealots, and we will try to fuck you up. He will move in now, and he will see that there's so much stuff here ready to deal with this. Microing back his Roaches a bit. There is Fizban microing back the Queen. Oh my god, GM level micro right here. Do you see that? Not losing much of anything at all and dropping 9 workers behind. This is Fizban, he knows. He just held the first push. And dropping his Nexus is Sergeant Bunny now. So we should be good here. Drop your expansion right now, Fizban. You need to drop your expansion. You need to get ahead. You need to get ahead much further. You're not really ahead. 5 drones is nothing. So we will try to do this. Try to do this. An Archon already out. Wait, does he have a Templar Archive? Oh yes, he does. Fizban, of course, completely oblivious to this fact, since he refused to scout. Oh, actually, I did scout it. Well, there we go. Well done. Good timing. Good timed scout here. Seeing everything that's going on. He even sees that Archon skin is fucking good. Look at it. Wow. Electrons morphing around the Archons. Zooming and booming. More gateways coming down here. And a third, finally, for Fizban. Half done. Some creep spread going on as well. Not too much, though. And taking 2 gas and building safety spoke rollers. You never know, you know. There might be Dark Templars. There might be Stargates. Better get safety spoke rollers up, just in case. It's probably not a bad thing. Will the Overseer survive? I guess he might. The tickle beam might not be fast enough to kill it. Pooh! And the Overseer runs away. He runs away and he gets into safety here. Meanwhile, Pross is getting Archons and Zealots up. Also, he's very playing very safely here with the 2 shield batteries in the wall. Proxy macro hatch coming up for Fizban here. Yeah, I don't know. There's not many probes being made here, so Fizban with a dramatic worker lead currently. And Sergeant Bunny here just warping in units for now, building up his army count. And we will see what's going to happen here. If there's going to be some nice pressure coming or anything. For now, both players content to macro up. Fizban going into Hydra tech here with his lair finishing. as well as getting speed banes and roach upgrades. And one zealot attack upgrade coming in here for our Protoss. And not much of upgrades for Fizban yet. No upgrades so far. No upgrades so far. Scouting for some expansions. You really want to know if your Protoss enemy is expanding, then you might want to pressure that expansion some, just so you can fuck him up. Archon's trying to kill that Overlord there. Tickle Beam will try to finish it off, but it's getting moved to safety now. Will it make it? Should probably make it to safety. The vision might fade. Maybe, I don't know. Oh yes. Okay, get saved here as well. Link spread all over. Nice vision here. Not checking the corner expansions, but luckily there's no corner expos going up here. And we are now on tree base, almost tree base saturation, I guess. Since the main is diminished a bit, we can speak of tree base saturation. Okay, taking down the rocks here. For reasons. And probably wanting to get at that Overlord there, but he can't because it's walled in. And finally taking his fourth here after being maxed. Oh, Fizban. Did Fizban see the pylon? Nope, he did not. Going for a Ling run by here. Trying to find some damage on a non-existing third base, which he has not scouted, so he might be unaware that the Protoss is basically two base all-inning him. But currently he's up and almost maxed now, and Protoss is saving up energy for Storm. Let's see how this will pan out here. Platinum level games can take quite a while. 10 minutes and not much of an engagement happening yet. Looking for an expansion, but finding nothing. Looking for a run by opportunity. Getting distracted though by a Ling. Oh, that's so sad. I wish I would have run straight in there. Now maybe we can find some damage here. One probe gets taken out, but not much more happens here. Still being annoying running around, taking the army back, of course. And yeah, losing almost every Ling for one or two drone here. That's not really good. And now someone is pinging me. Let me check what's happening here. Why would you be pinging me? Oh, yeah, Pisosa wants to add his mustard to the show, I guess. Where is it? There it is. Okay, so Protoss taking this third base here, which Fizban is unaware of up until now. Some shield batteries going down immediately, as well as a proton cannon here. And Fizban is almost maxed. There are some lurks, more lurks being made, the meta lurks, the mech lurks. And a bit heavy on the roach here, I would say. A bit heavy on the roach. Although there's only 2 immortals, so that should be fine. But the storms will, of course, damage roaches. Not quite as harshly as they damage hydralisks. But still, a roach will die to storm just as easily. Shaving off 3 lurkers down here. I guess when you have 30% more army supply than your opponent, you should be able to hold this push that is coming, especially since you know it's coming now, or you expect it's coming at least. And looks like Protoss has decided to go somewhere. Fizban should really inject more. There's not many larvas ready. Oh, 31 larvas at least, so can make 30 more roaches. And we have the Protoss moving in now. Lurkers should be burrowed now. Yes, there we go. Lurkers are burrowed. And Protoss should have a hard time attacking into this with this many Lurkers burrowed. Here come the storms. Storming on top of the Lurkers and on top of the army. The Zealots absolutely annihilate everything. And for some reason, Protoss is not taking damage here. The Banelings are coming in a bit late and detonate into the Archons instead of the Zealots. And Protoss manages to push through here. There's still 3 Lurkers burrowed down here. Should probably bring those up once the 40 Roaches pop. It's a bit early. There's still storms ready, and the Storm and an Archon immediately takes out those Lurkers. He's not firing. That's a shame. Were those Lurkers not firing? Oh, the storms are really destroying Fizban's army here. Oh my god. Just lost all of his army supply. He still has a super nice bank, but no more larvas to draw back from, and there's a Colossus joining the fray now even. More Zealots coming in. And it looks like Fizban might be able to push this back. Oh no, the Zealots come in, support this, and... Ooh, this looks very bad. This looks very, very bad. This looks super bad. Upgrades are about even, but... Man, Protoss, so strong. Let's just hop back real quick to see if those Lurkers have been holding fire or something. I know, they're attacking, right? Yeah, they're attacking, okay. They are attacking. Sorry, we had to check that. I needed to be sure. So, yes, there's still Protoss left and not much left for Zerg here. If you have a look at the unit set, there's 2 Roaches and 2 Queens left. A lot of drones. It looks like there's too much Protoss for the Zerg to handle, because Protoss is good, man. We should start to play Protoss, probably. Or learn to have your Banelings in the right position. Maybe that would have helped, I don't know. Blizzard nerf, please. And GG should be called here any second now. There is money in the bank, but there is no larvas left over. Some corruptors coming out now to contest this Colossus here. Will take it out. And now I have nothing else to shoot at. Archons, of course, are super strong versus corruptors. And even the Protoss is starting to bank up quite a lot of stuff now. Finally finding the 4th base as well. Oh, this is painful to watch. Please, GG already, dude. There we go. Thank you. And GNR takes map number 1. Did you see how the overlay updated this automatically? That is super awesome, right? Hopping into set number 5, which we are going to cast next. This will be N versus Befallen. And yeah, okay, so Spencer has... Markin, aka Spencer, aka N, has another name in game. Uh-oh. Gonna try that again. There we go. Our Teal Terran. It's all inspirations N, or Spencer, or Markin, whatever. In Teal as a Terran. Facing off versus GNR Befallen, who is a yellow Protoss. Game number 2. As you can see, GNR is up 1 game currently. This is of course the best of 7 with at least 8 maps played, because game number 7 is an ace match that needs at least 2 wins. So yeah, let's see how our newest addition to the team will deal with the Protoss threat here. I can see you watching there, man. I can see you watching there. Yes, yes. They are going to have a little handshake here. Oh, bumpy, bumpy. Okay, bumping into each other there with their worker boys. And Anne preparing the wall in, because it's nice to have a wall, because you don't want zealots marching all the way through your base. That is never a nice thing to see, to witness. Ooh, he might come right in time to block. Nope, too late. It's already down. Didn't really try though. Protoss will of course try to block here. Or will we see a cannon rush? I mean, we might. Nope. Okay. It's just gonna scout the expansion timing probably, but not looking up here. So doesn't want to know what's going on in the base. Will spot this of course and see the expansion timing. Might just want to go and hurt this little SCV boy here. It's exactly what he's going to do. Firing away with the little mineral laser, and he will force Anne to pull his worker back and send another one to deal with this. Now the Reaper pops and this harass will end, but it managed to delay the command center for Anne here. Of course, this level of play, this might not be the biggest of deals, but it's annoying nonetheless. I hate it when Protosses mess with my timings and my building placements, and I bet Anne does too, so this must give him cause for vengeance. So let's see what this Reaper boy can do here to the Protoss mineral line, or scout, or shoot things with his guns, or mines, or whatever. Let's see. Go avenge your little probe buddy. There's a stalker out, so the Reaper's lifetime here is very limited, as is its usefulness. Managed to scout some stuff here, at least the core, okay. And the Twilight Council, so that's actually good. He saw what he needed to see. If he managed to click on the Twilight Council, that is. I usually don't. But I shouldn't judge other people by my capabilities, because usually people are better than me. Going for the 1-1-1 here off one command center, so Destiny Cloud Fist Wield it is, as Husky, my boy, would say. And starting to mine from his expansion, dropping a mule to get some mineral income up here. As you can see, it's working quite low. Actually, there's a bit behind here and in the worker department compared to the Protoss, who had his expansion up a bit earlier, of course. I don't know, Freckles. I don't know. I haven't seen him play yet, but I'm watching. So I wouldn't know if this Anne guy is any good or not. So far he's making men with gun, and as a Terran, as a guy having just learned to play Terran yesterday, men with gun, I can confirm, are very good units. They are very versatile, they can do almost anything. Reaper poking back in here, the scout, the stalker is still waiting there, but this time the Reaper is going to commit. Will the Reaper manage to escape? Ooh, it's gonna be super close. Oh no! Ah, he might have, but then, there would have been more guys down there. Oops, a ping. Didn't want to do that. More men with gun in the cyclone are being made here. Still down quite heavily in worker supply is Anne, but up in army, so that's good as well. See what the Protoss is planning to do with his... Oops. Blink! Alright. Raven coming out for Anne here. And a siege tank. Siege tank, very good unit. Also has a huge, like, can shoot more. Really? Okay. Now two people say Anne sucks. That's not nice. That's not nice of you to say, guys. Oh, that's not nice. He's my teammate, okay? I'm totally biased here in casting. I want Anne to win, man. Because I want to win the week. Anne needs to cancel out my loss from before. So we totally need to make sure... yeah. Ooh, the question is, will Anne spot this observer and take it out? Currently his attention is probably on the Phoenix, which of course he should know that it is, yeah, now he knows. Will he spot this observer? It's on the ramp, so it's hard to see, I guess. Let's see. Yeah, it's, look at it, it's fucking invisible. It's fucking, you can't see this. Really? I can't, can you see this? I can't see this. This is unspottable. Well, there is some sort of shadow there, but you cannot. It's not possible to see. I don't think I could see this. Well, we are getting more and more workers. Protoss decided to get his third now, and we are having Stim on the way, Zealot Lex 2, so... Okay, keeping his options open here with the gateway unit is Befallen. 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 Raven here, charging up his energy. Finally, +1 weapons are being researched as well. Protoss decides to go for the 1-1 upgrades as well. This Befallen guy, he likes his upgrades, man. Blink, Zealot Lex and 1-1 has been invested here. 2 forges are running. And quite some gateways here. I'm seeing 6 gates. Okay, 6 gates and a robo. I guess you can support that. Should probably add 4 more for the 3rd base now, once it's saturated. And I believe Terran should start to think about an expansion, which he already did, without me noticing. If you boys want to play Apex, I can join you after this. But yeah, this is not Apex. I had to take a break from Apex to cast CTL. It's really sad, actually. 3rd base down for Terran now, so... Still not too far behind here is Ann. Let's hope he can... Oh, is Storm researched yet? I don't think so. I don't think so. But it will probably be at some point, because as we've seen, Befallen really likes his... No, it's not that. It has been around before, before Apex. And it will be around after Apex. Well, if you're only watching pro streamers mid-X or feed... mid or feed, okay. If you're only watching pro gamers, of course, this is, I think, diamond level. So, it's not the highest of levels. But there can be some bamboozling here as well. Especially if Protoss sees the army move out and then still doesn't manage to hold it. There's a lot of stuff though. There's a lot of Protoss stuff, but the Storm, I don't think there's Storm yet, so this might... Oh, the... Wow, what a nice armor shredder missile there. The whole army is Cheetoed. Throw that bag of Cheetos right over all of that, and the siege tanks do the rest. Shred everything to bits, and wow, this is actually super close. Siege tank on sieging, killing Zealot. I have not seen this in a while. Look at it. Fucking siege tank is kiting Zealots. It's hilarious. Of course, the reinforcements come in now, and Protoss will take a long time to get out those expansive units. There is Zealots and Stalkers. Is there another Cheeto missile though? I don't think so. No more armor shredder missiles, but there's enough Marauders in the mix maybe to kind of slow this down. It will take quite some time before another full warpin is ready here for the Protoss. The Archon gets taken out. And stutter stepping away here. Aggressive blink forward there by Protoss. And you can see the teal stream of death moving across the map. Ann has licked blood and he wants to go and kill the Protoss. He will drop some of his army, and I think this was not spotted. Probably. Maybe on the very edge of vision there. Ooh, and Protoss is actually greedy as fuck, trying to take a 4th base after this engagement. Of course... Oh, actually he might have seen... Yeah, he saw the Medivacs probably. And there's a cannon there, ready and waiting. Some Blink Stalkers as well, so these units are forfeit. But meanwhile... Oh, he's not actually pulling back, okay. Oh no, he gets taken out. That's so huge. There was a lot of army supply there for Ann. Widowmines now joining the fray. Almost friendly firing there. But the Medivacs can heal up the Bio Ball here, and the Protoss army is getting torn apart here. And of course, small chunks of the Protoss army cannot contest this Bio Ball that is now rolling forward once again. There's a lot of Stalkers and some Zealots here, but I don't think we have Storm yet, so... Also, these guys don't have energy for Storm. Guys, be nice. Be nice to each other. I'm aware that you probably know each other, but don't hate on my chat, please. Okay, so... And still pretty even. Befallen has been up 10 workers all game, so I'm calling this even with the mules. It probably is. Though he's saving up some mules now. Should probably take a 4th base of his own now, so he can transfer the workers that are overly saturating. Although, I mean, Alpha Star also oversaturates his mineral. That's a nice ball of Marauder here. That will absolutely wreck those Stalker armies. Does he have Storm yet? I wonder. I don't think he does. I didn't see him research it. He might have done it by now. Without Storm, this is actually not as dangerous as it looks. Those are not Archons. Those 2 Immortals are not gonna cut it, and the Marauders will really shred through this army, especially if he gets a nice engagement. Oh, actually Storm is ready. Okay, this is actually not good. If he gets some nice Storms off, this will really hurt Anne's ability here, and this might well be make or break here. If Protoss can break through here, he will be in a world of trouble. Anne will be in a world of trouble, and it looks like he might break it. Oh, the boys are being pulled off the line. The last stand. This is real, boys. Oh, Widow Mines actually pulls back the SCVs before the Widow Mines hit. And this, there's only Archons left. 2 Archons left. There's many Medivacs. Each unit here has a Medivac. 1 Archon goes down. Second one will fall as well. And it looks like Anne has held. He lost, I'd say, about 10 workers probably in this. But the Medivacs are all still alive. The 4th is well on his way now. And the supplies are pretty equal. Anne is actually up in army supply. You can spot this now, right? And you're seeing this, right? Just scan it, kill it. Oh, okay. Transferring SCVs. Getting more Marauders out. Should probably repair his fleet here, because those are 1 Archon shot away of being obliterated. And unawares to our dear Terran friend, Protoss has taken his 4th here. And also a Zealot run by is on its way to this here base over yonder. Protoss has a substantial upgrade lead as well, taking his 3 armor upgrade now. Terran is catching up though, but for quite some time Protoss will have 1 up on the upgrade front here. Zealots, of course, absolutely shred through SCVs. Good reaction time there from Anne pulling those back, and those Widow Mines might take those out. The Marauders certainly will. Boom goes the Zealot. And we have actually a drop here that has just spotted this drone moving over here, so... Probe moving over here. Let's see what he's gonna do with those 8 Marauders here. Those can absolutely take out the Nexus, by the way. And the army is all the way down here, so... Throwing down some defense now, and this will not get up. Terran stimming in here, going for the Nexus immediately. Some are fighting the pylon there, but now the Nexus will be taken out. Boom! Nice little run by drop here by Anne. And he will spot the probes going up there, and we'll see this Nexus as well. So 2 Nexus for the price of 1. Some Stalkers now finally get up there. We'll try to hightail the fuck out of there. And looks like Protoss is going for another big attack here. Terran pulls together his army. Ghosts are out now for Terran, of course. Ghosts are super effective versus Protoss. Can EMP those shields pretty well, and Protoss armies without shields, or Templars without... Oh, look. One EMP on these Templars, and they're completely fucking dead weight, useless. Ooh, and he might even get the chance. The Templars are out of position in the rest of the army. Holy shit! Did you see that? Yes, that's how you win games. And oh my god, that was the game-winning move right there. Oh, such a nice positional error there from Befallen, having these Storm Templars so far back. I think he got off 1 Storm before the EMP hit all of the Templars, and thus cleaning up all of the army. And substantial supply lead here, army-wise, for Anne. Of course, meanwhile, we have Zealots over here running by, killing SCVs. But that doesn't matter. You just annihilated Protoss' army. Just move across the map and kill him. Kill him! Kill him! Go, 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 Anne! You have a window here. Go kill him. You need to kill him. Widow Mines are moving across the map. All of the Widow Mines. All of the Widow Mines. 1 pylon here. Widow Mines cannot kill a pylon. There's there's energyless energyless, and super expensive Templar units waiting here. And Templars on their own will not do anything. They have Storm, yes, they have each 1 Storm, so we have 6 or 7 Storms, it might actually be huge. But without units to support the Templars, look, Protoss is forced to disengage, to stamp in the space. Of course, it has been half mined out, and this base will be annihilated quickly. Also the tech here, nice pick off the Robobay. No more Colossus potential here for the Terran. Ooh, there's Tempest out now. And oh, the storms so brutal. But the Templars are still unsupported. There's way too much bio here that those Archons will never finish, or at least they won't really have anything once they finish there. One goes down immediately. Widowmine hit on the next one. Tempests are nice, but they're not good at dealing with bio. Just stop, kill it. Oh no, he leaves the Archon alone. 1 or 2 shots would have taken that out. Does he have an observer here? Where's the observer? There. Oh, you can't actually see those Widowmines, so those might be nice and getting something later on. He lost lots of medevacs, didn't repair his medevacs, so of course those died very rapidly, and his bio is super low now. Upgrades are catching up. He finished his 3-2 now versus the 3-3 for the Protoss. Air weapons coming in as well as the shield upgrades. Of course, Dark Templars are in the mix now as well, because why not have a late game Dark Templar harass? And yeah, should probably take another base while he moves out and kills the greedy Protoss. Protoss is farther expanding up north here to replace this base here. I don't know, there's not much Protoss here. The bio is very, very hurt, but I don't think there's any Templar left. So he might be able to kite this. He really needs more medevacs, so there's one more coming over now. Medevacs, the mobile shield battery since 1989. Well, that's not true. They were not in the original game, I think. Nah, they weren't. Anyway, useful things to have. Planetary Fortress here, good call, and we will have an orbital down here. Of course, there's a observer parked right here. More Mariners are coming out, and this bio ball is just getting bigger and bigger. Still up 40 supply, but down 20 worker supply. So, yeah. Oh, actually up 60 supply. How's that? Ah, yeah, of course. 40 supply up and 20 workers less gives 60 supply. So, yeah. And making it very, very interesting here. Not wanting to push the issue too hard. Of course, he doesn't know in what state the Protoss army is. And once again, this expansion will not go up. And look at the nice concave that he will have if this should come to... Oh, the storms! Storms will absolutely kill Marines. He's trying to save the Marines so he can engage those Tempests. Half of his army is not even inside. Oh, so low! One more storm would absolutely kill everything he has, but there's no more Templars! And I think this is it. I think this is it. There's actually Templars, okay, but they were empty. Everything, everything that Anne has is almost dying here. New warpins, cannon is there as well. Will Anne prevail? I think this base is forfeit, and Protoss finally decides this is enough. I've had enough. Please, no more. I will drop out here and GG. Well played, Anne. Made me proud, buddy. Well done. Yes. That's how you do it. Taking the win here for Team All-In. Putting us up 1-1. Well, up. Equaling out 1-1. Next up is Pisosa. Set number 6. It's the CVZ of the day. Morgoth. The Balrog of Morgoth versus Pisosa, Killer of Lit from All Inspiration. In the bottom right, in red, Pisosa from All Inspiration, facing off versus the green Zerg. It's Morgoth from Guns and Roaches. Green versus red, up versus down on Port Alexander here. Niceties are being exchanged here. Niceties are being exchanged. If you guys want to add me on Apex, I'm FizzBen82. For later purposes, I can always use a squad mate or mates. Let's see what is up here. Pow pow. Pool by Pisosa. So opting for the early pool here, being aggressive, of course, is his style. Meanwhile, Morgoth going for the expansion. This pool is not too early. It hasn't, I think it was a 16 pool, I believe. 17 pool even. Didn't watch. This means once the Lings are across the map, Morgoth should have his pool up as well and will be able to defend probably easily, unless Pisosa commits heavily to aggression. Of course, they will spot each other's timings once the Overlords hit their expansions. So we will see how that will pan out and what Pisosa has planned for Morgoth here, or Morgoth has planned for Pisosa. Because I'm guessing those guys prepared for this. Like they should. Pisosa here sporting the standard skin for the Overlords, not getting into all that mech zerg stuff that has been keeping us captive for the last few weeks with the war chest. There's no war chest XP on this channel, by the way, so don't even try. Some Zerglings are being made here for Pisosa, but not enough to justify the early pool yet. What's going on here? Did he just want to have a queen early? I don't know. Cav, what's going on here? The one that made the pool later is actually making more Lings. Maybe... was that his plan, to force more Lings from Morgoth once he spots that the hatch is late? Might be. Some next level mind game going on here. Wow. What is up with that? Lings are moving across the map now. They will not... they were spotted by this Overlord, I guess. Okay. So Pisosa dropping a Bay Nest and some more Lings here. Will be able to defend this quite easily. As you can see, the Bay Nest is exactly 1 square away from that, so the Queen can get in between, and only about 2 or 4 Lings can attack the Queen at any given time, which will buy, of course, more time. Looks like the Lings were pulled back, so maybe Morgoth forcing Pisosa to make some Lings is the counter to him forcing him to make Lings. Is this like the mind game of the Inception mind game? Might be, I don't know. Taking a third here, a bit after his opponent, because he knows once the other Zerg takes a third, you can safely take yours as well, because there's not going to be lots of aggression. Pisosa is up a Ling, of course. No, he's not. What? Yeah, okay. There's some Lings back here, I guess, somewhere. Somewhere. I don't know, the army supply is equal. Speed finishes up at the exact same time, it seems. And those Lings will be retreating. I don't know why Pisosa has more Lings here. I guess somewhere are some hidden Lings. Must be. I can hear Banelings being morphed, I think. No? Yes, here we go. Looks like Pisosa wants to find some damage here. Tries to deny the third for some time. Easily takes out the lesser Banelings. 12 Banelings in the making now. Maybe that's where the army supply was, in the queue. Actually the Banelings might be able to zone out. Oh, drop them already! Jesus Christ, could have just dropped them and killed all the Lings. Anyway, Pisosa is still super far ahead here now. Killing this hatchery is a huge deal. It will limit Morgoth's larva production quite heavily. And of course he also killed a lot of Lings for nothing. You can see the army supply is doubled here by Pisosa. Of course it's only 17 to 9, but still it's a lot more Lings. Now playing more defensive, getting the drones out. Morgoth opting for double upgrades and a Roach Warren. Of course Pisosa's evolution chamber already finished here, going for only 1 upgrade at a time. Yeah, and still equal on workers, but of course Pisosa is up a base. And it looks like Morgoth is gearing up for an all-in here, I guess. He should, probably. I mean, he's down a base now, so he can try to play up the catch-up game, but then again, Pisosa is already up in army because he had a very favorable trade there with his Banelings. So all there's to do is just build units and try to kill Pisosa. Of course, Pisosa knows this, and he's also building roaches, getting upgrades. He's building a second Evo chamber now. Nice SimCity here, by the way. Will protect this mineral line quite nicely. Doesn't protect this mineral line though, but this will be mined out reasonably shortly anyway. This overlord will probably get away unless he sends another queen to go for it. And we can see Morgoth supply skyrocketing now, while Pisosa is still building workers, saturating those bases. And once those kick in, we will be able to repel this attack quite easily. But first, he needs to hold this. There is lots of links, but probably not enough. There's like, I don't know, 3 or 4 roaches out. And some queens. This is not enough. This is probably not enough to hold this many roaches yet. Once the 8 roaches pop, and of course Pisosa has the defender's advantage. Once those 8 roaches pop, this will be repelled, and this will be pretty much GG. Because now that we have a substantial worker lead for Pisosa, there's no way Morgoth will be able... Yeah, once those get surrounded, it's game over for Morgoth here. You will be able to see the supply dropping quite harshly soon. Morgoth's roaches are moving up here to hide, I guess. But... yeah, okay. I mean, supplies evened out. Army supply that is. But Pisosa is still up 20 workers, and that's huge. It's a whole base of minerals, as you can see here in the income. So super far ahead is Pisosa, and what do you do when you get ahead? You get farther ahead. You just get some upgrades, get some tech, and then you go kill your opponent once you feel it's safe. Still not taking a third. Pisosa knows this, of course, and should probably send a link around the map to check for a potential hidden third. But other than that, he should know that he's in a phenomenal spot and will be able to take us to 2-1 shortly here. Won't you, Pisosa? Getting some Ravagers is of course nice, because if your opponent doesn't have, you have some more units shooting your opponent's units that cannot shoot you in turn, thus getting you a better concave. And he will never be able to attack up this ramp. Morgoth goes lol for whatever reason, but I guess he knows he's fucked. There we go. He can only move forward into this huge concave, and we will see this roach ball be annihilated here very shortly. And then Morgoth will probably GG out and tell Pisosa that he's calling the police. It's a rape! Yeah, it is. You boy are fucked. Roach fucked. GG, says Morgoth here, because he's a polite player. And Pisosa takes the game, putting us 2-1 in this week. Last week, actually. And going into the ace match first here. Where we will see Liquid Solo going up against Siegfried. This is a best of 3. So we will even out the scores here. 0 and 0. And introducing players, the yellow Protoss. Liquid Solo, Han Solo's fluid brother. Facing off versus the pink Terran, it's all inspiration, Siegfried. Let's see what those guys have planned for game 1 here on Kairos Junction. For our 4th set of the day. Pom 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 pom. Pretty standard stuff going on here though, not walling off, which is probably legit versus Terran. You don't necessarily want to wall off if the other guy can shoot from afar, because then he'll just shoot your buildings and you will not be able to do anything against him. While I pour myself a drink, we will watch this probe and its shenanigans. Ooh, pylon. Cheeky. Are we going to see a proxy by our boy Siegfried here? You can see the little pink dot moving down. Oh, it's actually Liquid Solo, of course. Ah, I'm so stupid. I'm sorry. Will we see a proxy here by Liquid Solo? Our boy Siegfried is unsuspecting. He will go check the natural here and then the main. I guess there should be another pylon down here, so Siegfried should be able, at his level, to deduce that there's some pylon somewhere out on the map. Right? Siegfried? You know, right? Tell me you know. You know that there's a proxy, right? SCV being blocked here by the probe, and we'll have to move out the other way. And we see a robotics, a proxy robo. Okay. Double proxy robo. Okay, shit just got real. And how does our boy react to this? He builds his supply, his command center on the high ground. Gets another gets a factory up. Okay, that's reasonable. The Reaper will check for hidden stuff. Will probably eventually be able to find it. Will he be able to find it? No. Okay. Will not be able to find it. The SCV was also walking by here. Not a pylon being made here, and proxy double robo will probably mean immortal drop, right? Hmm? An immortal drop, the evilest of evil things a Protoss can do these days. Short of, I don't know, Florencio stuff. Which I respect. I mean, I like cheese. Cheers. Siegfried still frantically looking. Where the fuck did he put his stuff? I can't see it. Where is it? What is it? I don't know. I can't prepare if I don't know. Observer and 2 immortals being made here. Let me just check something. Just check something. I think I have some setting here. Yeah, we'll have to check later, huh? Yeah, I will have to check later. Okay, never mind. 2 immortals with super long guns here. And an adept for high ground vision. Boom! Adept gets shot to hell immediately by the siege tank. Somewhere there's a siege tank. Think? No? What the fuck? Ah, the Widow Mines. Didn't see those. Yeah, Widow Mines shot the adept to hell. So this is actually good for Siegfried, since the Protoss now has to get high ground vision, which he gets now, of course, by walking up the ramp, and the bunker will never finish. The second bunker will never finish either. And Siegfried in a bit of disarray here. You can see Liquid Solo spamming his 300 APM into those Immortal Micro. Pulling off the boys, and of course, once those Immortals get into danger, they will just retreat here. Siegfried should really lift up this command center immediately. But then again, oh, even shield batteries down here, you mean motherfucker, Liquid Solo. That's some cheesy stuff right there. Very effective cheese, it seems. Don't know if Siegfried can hold this. There's a siege tank out now, but of course the War Prison can just drop these Immortals right next to the siege tank and he will get taken out immediately. One Immortal is at about 30% health, and there's one Immortal that has been... Well, this doesn't look good. There's 3 Immortals now, and they can just get blinked around by the War Prism. Taking out production now, that's very bad. You don't ever want to lose your production as a turn. Finally a Viking shows up and will turn this War Prism away after about 2 hours of shooting it. Once those shield batteries deplete, it might be, and I think that will be too late for Siegfried here. It looks like, yeah, Immortal's super good at dealing with siege tanks. Of course, one Immortal goes down, second one as well. Might Siegfried hold this after all? He might. Without the War Prism, those Immortals are not scary anymore, you know. But there's 2 more fully loaded War Prisms here, and War Prism is still around. The Vikings looking for it frantically. Come on, kill the War Prism already, dude! The shield batteries are still super high on energy, though. And of course, once these start to heal up the Immortals again, Siegfried is back in a world of hurt here. Pulling all of his SCVs now, and the War Prism will be forced... No. Shield battery. Shield battery is almost depleted now, so the War Prism will finally be taken out, even with an Immortal inside. Landing the Vikings now to take out the last Immortal. But behind this, Siegfried has lost so many workers that Liquid Soul is still super far ahead. He will drop mules now. He has 2 orbitals, so he might be able to recover. We'll see the mineral income skyrocket for a moment here. but still not as high. Oh, okay, it's actually higher. Then Liquid Solo's here for a moment. But Liquid Solo has been building workers behind this. He has been building a Stargate behind this, so he has his follow-up ready. Still hasn't taken expansion, though. So I don't know, it's still a bit dicey. It's a little bit hard to say. If Secret can saturate his one base... Oh, more shield bearers? Jeez, okay. What's next? Fucking Void Ray? It's so hard if you have to use your SCVs to fight instead of mine. But hey, Immortals, good units. More Immortals pouring in. These 4 Immortals, I think, will be able to put the final nail into Siegfried's coffin here. This looks bad. This looks bad. Oof. Oof. So much Immortal going on. We'll take out the tech lab. One tank will finish. We'll probably die immediately. Once it pops, there we go. Boom, goes the tank. Gets actually saved by Siegfried's GM level micro here. Picking up that tank, sieging it up, and will repair it into oblivion. Problem is, once those Immortals get close, I think there's not enough repair there. Boom, goes the tank, and that was Siegfried's last hope of winning this game. And there goes the GG. Game 1 goes to Liquid Solo and thus GNR. Very, very dicey hold there. Siegfried trying everything that he could to stop this double proxy robo from destroying him, but in the end had to fold. Moving on to game number 2. Game number 2 in this ace match. Currently, yeah, okay, this is not how it's supposed to work, I guess. Actually, okay, it might actually. Yeah, okay. Okay. The yellow Protoss bamboozling our boy Siegfried with his proxy robo. It's Liquid Solo in the bottom right of Cyber Forest. Facing off versus our very own All Inspirations Siegfried in the top left in his pink Terran. Let's see what Siegfried can do here for game number 2. Currently we have Liquid Solo being up 1-0 in this best of 3, which is the ace match. So we will see what happens here. Let's listen to the birds for now. Can you hear them? The cyber forest. So the question that we should all be asking is, are those actual birds or are they cyborg birds? Are the cyborg birds taking over? Who knows? Ask Blizzard. Taking the expansion this time, wanting to take his victory on a macro game here is Liquid Solo because he's feeling confident in his macro. Let's see if that confidence is founded or unfounded. Meanwhile, building a Reaper here, pretty standard for Terran, of course, and will drop his low ground command center soon because he's a badass and there's not a Zerg in game, so he can actually risk it. Yes. Another proxy. Oh, Liquid Solo. Let's see what he will do. Reaper going across the map now, finally to scout out what Protoss has been up to. We'll hop up those ledges and have a quick tour, quick sightseeing tour around to the Protoss base here. See absolutely everything that's going on, even the Twilight Council, and we'll try to kill some probes. Gets 1. Gets 2. Nice. 2 probes, and the Reaper might yet survive. If he does, that will be super awesome for Siegfried. Yes, the Reaper gets away. Very nice pickup there by Siegfried, killing those 2 probes that you're technically not supposed to get, I guess. And maybe even be taking out 1 more here. Ah, yes. This Reaper is a monster. He's killing workers everywhere. 4. And now he will be taken out. I guess the Shade will find him. Oh, canceling the Shade in the last second here. Clutch Reaper kill there by Liquid Solo here, demonstrating his micro is at least at par with Siegfried's. Still getting 4 probes for that. Reaper is super nice for Siegfried, especially because he saw what the follow-up was. He knows there's a Twilight Council. He doesn't know that there's Blink incoming. But I guess seeing the Stalker, boom! Widowmine taking out the Stalker there. I guess seeing the Stalker, he should know that it might be Blink here. Still no proxy down here for Liquid Solo. And, what? Ah, okay, it's one of these weird parabolic antennas there. Okay. I think the normal one is round, right? It's a new skin. Loading up the drop, and he will move out with the drop and try to find some damage. Let's see what the Protoss has to defend this. There's 2 more gates, and he will probably warp in some stuff and adapt, moving out at the worst possible time here, because of course there's still a Widowmine here defending. Though the Adept might shape past 2 more Stalkers, 3 more Stalkers moving in here, and dropship is about ready to drop the bomb here in the main of the Protoss. This, if he hits a nice warp in timing, which I think he might not. Let's see what they do here. Manages to blink off there. Siege tank will go out and kill those Stalkers. Meanwhile, we see the drop here. Widowmine. Ooh, he didn't see it. Pow! 3 drones die immediately. And the Marines will force the other probes off of the... I think these Marines can take out 2 Stalkers, right? With the medevac? They should be able to. What happened here? Nothing? Oh, he actually pulled back... I think he pulled back his Stalkers. Yeah, those are bruised. Nice little harass here. Equaling out the worker count quite nicely. Those Stalkers will eventually get the medevac, I guess. Yes. But it did his damage. The Widowmine is actually still here and did probably get more. Yeah, 5 kills now. So got 2 more. And we'll be finally taking out, delaying the gas income even further here for Liquid Solo, which is nice. 2 forges are being dropped. The last game as well, I think he went for double. No, that was the other Protoss, wasn't it? Yeah, last game he went proxy robo. The 3rd is up though for Liquid Solo, and Siegfried has not taken a 3rd yet. Nope, no 3rd in sight here for Siegfried. The Siegfried. Siegfried is a character from the Nibelungen saga. It's a German myth. He was the hero there, so please let Siegfried be my hero and win us this game number... Win us the 3rd map, which would put us 1 game, 1 victory away. But first he has to win 2 games here, of course. He's down 0-1 in this best of 3 ace match. Adding more gateways here is the Protoss. Those Stalkers are doing some weird dance show here for the probes. Benefit to keep them happy, you know. Bread and games will keep the workers happy. I love how this cheeky Widowmine is outside of the wall here. And we are moving out. This Stalker will see this immediately and just blink away. Okay, guess you can do that. Nice reaction time there by Liquid Solo, blinking the Stalker away almost immediately, because once those guys all get a hit off, it will just evaporate. The Reaper will still kill it. It looks like. Boom goes the Stalker. Yeah, I'm not sure. There's a couple Stalkers, couple of Zealots here, but I don't think that's enough to kill this 2-base push that's coming in here for Siegfried, especially with the Widowmine supporting, getting the Adept before it can trigger the Widowmine, and this base is forfeit. I don't think Protoss can fight up that ramp. Ah, nice Widowmine hit there, taking out all the shields there for the Zealots. And this will force the army back, and he will have to give up this expansion here. 400 mils are bye-bye, as well as loads of mining time and possibly all the probes there. Ooh, unburrowing the Widowmines at an unfortunate moment there, but looks like, yeah, he has way more than he needs to finish off this cheeky Protoss boy here. warping in some more zealots. That will do nicely versus Bio. Once standing still, Widow winds up burrowing again, and they evaporate before they can kill anything. But the stalkers are being taken out anyway. Zealots are being taken out anyway. Now the stalkers have to flee. Liberator is bringing freedom. Two of them actually are bringing freedom. Nice skin, by the way. I like it. And yeah, Protoss doesn't have anything anymore that can shoot. Up here is down. He's equal on bases now. Up some workers, but the army is quite high here for Siegfried, and he will take game 2 and equal out the series. So we will hop into match number 3. Did we actually? Match number 3. In the top left of year 0, it's Yellow Protoss GNR's Liquid Solo facing off versus the Pink Terran. It's all inspiration Siegfried. Currently tied 1-1, 1-1 in this best of 3. Production tab. There we go. And now I can update the map in my tool. For those of you that don't know, this tool has been developed by Pressure, the tool that I am using. Where is it? The tool that I'm using to cast this, to have those nice intros and everything. I will drop you a link here where you can get it. Show Pressure some love for developing this. He made this plugin. He has some plugins for ATL and CTL, I think, and some other league. And he managed to add CTL quite nicely for me specifically. And of course all the other guys from CTL that want to use this tool. So this is very nice. There's an automatic match grabber that will fill in all the stats. You have awesomely cool stuff like map stats, matchups, and of course the scoreboard and the player intros that you saw. So give it a try. It's really easy and fun to use. I like the tool a lot, to be honest. That's why I'm promoting it. I'm also a Patreon for Pressure. You can support him on Patreon. You'll find everything once you download the tool. Just give it a shot. He's very responsive as well. And I think, I'm not 100% sure, but I think I know he's from EU, but I think he's a German. It might be, I don't know. But anyway, so if you want a nice piece of German engineering, which is of course always a good thing to have. Oh, a little blunder there by Siegfried, losing that SCV. But getting the probe in kind, so it's no big deal. Anyway, if you want a nice piece of German engineering, give this tool a go and give Pressure my love. He's done a great job doing this. And we need great people improving our casting and our scene. Everyone will benefit. Going for the reactor here, which is of course standard, and the factory behind it is Siegfried. Why switch up if it worked so well last game? Let's see what the Protoss decides to do here. He is getting an Adept and a Twilight Council again. So will we see Blink once more? Reaper Boy. Spotting this, I'm not sure he will get some kills. Yes, one, okay, it's still okay, and it looks like the Reaper will survive once more, and will get the fuck out of there. Adept Shade trying to go after the Reaper, but was a bit too late. Haha, cheeky Reaper there, going back into the base, look at him! He's going to kill more probes, fully healed up again. Ah, but the Stalker pops just in the right moment there and will of course end any harassment here. Now it's very dangerous for this Reaper. Gets another probe though before he can build another gateway there. Nice pickup, and finally the Adept that was chased all around the map will kill off this Reaper boy. Siegfried really likes his early mine here, denying any scouting that's coming in, and this Adept might just die here if it doesn't shade in. It's probably hard to see. Well, we can't say now, but probably hard to see atop the ramp because you can only see it once you are up the ramp. Will shade up now, and does he actually? I was too late. He saw one middle mine that was unburst, so he's probably not going to poke up there with his actual adept, only with the shades. Wall-in happening here for Siegfried once again, much like we saw in the game before. And not much else going on. Taking a third is Liquid Solo. And taking some racks finally. Yes, Siegfried deciding it's time to ramp up his production game here. After somewhat saturating his expansion. We have a dropship here, but Stalkers are waiting, so not much is going to happen there. Protoss of course knows what it means to play versus Bio. Those dropships are super annoying. And they die quite easily. But it looks like they will find a fresh expansion here that might have to get cancelled. Let's see. Those Stalkers are going to take quite some time to get down here. There's no recall possible, but Siegfried decides he wants some drone damage instead and goes for the probe line. No echo for you here, Liquid Solo. No, no, no. And ooh, boom! Taking out those Stalker shield and one Stalker, and for one Widowmine, that's a nice pickoff. And he still has most of his Marines here. 2 went dead, and of course the base is finished now. But waiting a bit too long here is Siegfried. Is he not aware that there was a base here? He must see this, right? Yeah, he sees it. Will actually seek to fight here for some reason. I guess he was too late in spotting it, and now the Widowmine is dead already, so everything died. The medevac will finally be taken out. The 5 Stalkers here has Liquid Solo, but we have an army advantage actually for Siegfried still. There's Siege Tank out, 2 medevacs and a couple of Mariners plus the mine here. So I don't think these Stalkers will be able to do much. Although they have Blink, so they might be able to find some damage here if they can blink next to the tank. But there's still a Widowmine, so he will need to trigger that first. Of course he should know that there's a Widowmine. There has been a Widowmine last game and he saw it with his adept. Well, he saw the other one. There we go. Oh, actually the tank got a shot off as well. So this will tell him there's a tank, and he will not like this. He wasn't able to trigger the Widowmine either, but I think he saw that there was one. Super weird Stalker movement here. All are on patrol. Citizens on patrol. Are the Stalkers taking his 4th base here because Protoss is greedy? Why not? Need more minerals. He's actually up in workers now, but Siegfried is building up his 2-base push army again, and look at this. He can just load it up and doom drop the poor unsuspecting Protoss. There's of course a large Stalker force waiting for Terran to move out, but if he can bypass them maybe with this... I don't think he has enough Wedevacs though, right? Manages to trip the Widowmine wire now. It looks like Siegfried is about ready to move out here and will be attacking shortly once Stem finishes. There we go, a short force here moves out. Sees there's way too much stuff out there to challenge with half his force, so he'll move out everything and take out an adept. Stalkers again are bruised and will try to delay his push a bit so he can prepare. Concussive Shell is not quite ready here for the Marauder, so he can't slow those Stalkers down, but he will still get one here. A bit sloppy by the Protoss maybe. I don't know. I've never been in this situation. Can't judge. And won't judge. Can't and won't judge. Ooh, that's a lot of Stalkers. Okay. Stalkers with legs. It's gonna be dicey. Wow, even more Stalkers. Jesus. Okay. That's a super high Stalker count. Need some very nice Widowmine shots here. This time the Liberators are earlier. Widowmines are moving in position. If he can catch some nice shots here, he will actually be in a phenomenal spot. And this actually boxes in Protoss somewhat. He can't move through this here. Boom! Go to Widowmines. Taking out half of the Stalker force here. The rest will surround the Terran army, though. There's some fallback Widow Mines place as well, and we'll take out most of the Stalkers. Zealots! Jesus. Looking great for Siegfried here. It's so hard to tell who's gonna win. I think Siegfried's in a good spot, but then again, there's still Protoss on the field now. Protoss retreats, and I think Siegfried will be in an advantageous position here, but then more Stalkers show, more Zealots show up, and Siegfried decides to get the fuck out of there. Or does he? Yeah, you know, he does. He does. One final Marauder dies. Of course, there's another army waiting for... No, actually not, okay. Yeah, there's an army somewhere. It's a bit weird. There should be much more, I think. Yeah, there are. Liberators, okay. Some stuff in the medevacs. But Protoss is on 4 bases now, or he will be once he saturates this, so... There's a timer on Siegfried's attack. He decides to load everything up and go for a doom drop. Meanwhile, Protoss is attacking. Is there anything to defend? I don't think so. There's one Widow Mine. That's not enough. He sees the... Boom. Okay. Siegfried hesitation there. He needs to go back and force the army to recall. Because if there's a fight here and there's nothing much that can stop the Protoss, he will probably siege up those lips now, which will help. That's a quite sizable army here for Protoss, but Terran has more. But will he be able to make it count? There's some Zealots waiting for this. Liberation zones are being dropped. Boom, go the Widow Mines. Not finding too many Zealots here, only 2. And I think those were ejaculating a bit prematurely. Their rocket seed onto the Zealot population of Liquid Solo. This is not looking too good for Siegfried here. He's still only on 2 base. And Protoss is slowly catching up in army count, so that's never a good thing. Look at all this yellow here on the map moving across the chasm to lay waste to Terran's army. Of course, it's hard to retreat. Ooh, the warp prism will it get taken up before it can warp in? No. Well, Liberators will help tremendously. Zealots are finally evaporating, and these Stalkers cannot stand versus this bio, and suddenly Siegfried is trickling the army supply. 2 base Terran, very strong apparently. Looks like. Protoss even has 3 upgrades. This is a bit ridiculous actually. What's happening here? Are these the wrong units to deal with this comp? I don't know. I am neither a Protoss nor a Terran, I cannot say. But I feel like Stalkers are Zealots. Learn it, Fistband. These are Zealots. Warp is moving across the map for some harassment. 2 actually. I guess Zealots are the right choice here to deal with Marauders. But this might be a critical Marauder ball that can just evaporate Zealots. Looks like. Okay. And now we're going for the throat. More Zealots coming in. They will evaporate as well. Let's see. Stutter stepping. Slowing the Zealots. Very nice micro here. Very APM intensive play. And more Zealots. How the fuck can he... How many gates does this guy have? Jesus Christ. More Zealots. And Siegfried is actually GGing. Okay. That means... Guns and Roaches are actually tying up the series. So... What happened next? Year 0 versus Powerhouse was a walkover for us. Total Havoc versus Job and Bodies was a walkover for us. Perch versus Schumann was a walkover for us. Thus we won the week 6-3, technically 4-3. No. Let me calculate. Siegfried won 1 map. 5-2. Yes, we won the week 5-2. Congratulations everyone who played. That was a bit of walkovery week. Sadly, I wish there weren't walkovers because then I could cast more games. But like this, it seems we won anyway. So I'm not complaining. Thank you for watching and have a nice evening. Bye bye.